excited about the Kenobi show coming?
Yes, of course.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I haven't seen
That's
anything about it, like who's going to be in it or anything.
Oh, they've released all the cast stuff. They got a lot of good people lined up, so it's gonna be fun. Kumail's in it for some reason, so I can't wait to see who he plays.
Who is that now?
Kumail Nanjiani.
I don't know who that is.
He's gonna be in Eternals. Brooks, you're gonna have to learn.
Well,
He was in Silicon Valley. Did you ever see that?
Oh, okay. I think I know
And
who
The
you're
Big
talking
Sick.
about then. Yeah.
And he's all
Everyone's in the
super cut to be
Eternals.
in the
There's like
Eternals.
50 of them.
Yeah, but he got crazy cut for the Eternals. Like, so he's serious.
I heard someone on a different YouTube show talking about the Eternals because that director just won an Oscar
Yeah.
for a movie
So,
that I saw the
big cut to
trailer
the cap.
for and did not look interesting to me, so I didn't watch it. I didn't know it was even
Nomadland.
nominated. Yeah.
I don't want to speak ill of the movie. We watched like the first 20 minutes, and the first 20 minutes were so depressing. I just couldn't get through. I'm sure it picks up, but
Maybe. I don't know.
I'm old. I can't invest a lot in things that make me feel bad.
But apparently, from what these rumors were saying, the Disney execs, when they watched like shot, some scenes that had been shot, were just amazed and wowed, and they think this might be the Oscar-winning Marvel movie. So
Well,
that
that'll
kind
be
of made
fun.
me more excited for the Eternals because it's not something I was looking forward to really. I'm like,
I'm excited. I think it's going to be fun. And I watched the first episode of The Bad Batch, and
oh
that was
yeah,
fun.
is it good? I haven't
So
watched it yet.
yeah, I enjoyed it. Like if you like Rebels and you like Clone Wars, there's some fun stuff playing with the
At
lore.
least there's something because now the Captain and Winter Soldier are gone. I feel thirsty.
We need a little bit of time, yeah, because June is when Loki comes out, so we get a little bit of time.
I know, dude. I can't
Seems
wait a
like
month.
they do seem to be cantering Star Wars and Marvel. Like we're not gonna do another Marvel show because we want our Star Wars show to be the thing that sort of
Yeah, I don't ever see them releasing two big things at once because they don't want to draw audience from one thing to another.
well, I wouldn't have otherwise thought of Bad Batch as being a big thing,
No, but it's all they've got right now. It's neat to see the lineup coming because it looks like there's like 100 shows coming. But right now we're kind of in a dry spell.
oh yeah, and just the stuff that's in development, I keep hearing, but like, cause they got a Hawkeye show, they got Loki, then like, oh, they got a Ms. Marvel show. It's like, oh yeah, that's right.
She-Hulk.
MODOK is coming to Hulu soon, so they've got all kinds of stuff.
Oh, let me show you
Hellstrom
something.
season 2. Just kidding.
No, I watched some of that. I thought it was
I watched like
okay.
3 episodes of Hellstrom, and it was incredibly okay.
It was okay.
Remarkably
the blurb on the
right.
back. The most okay thing I've seen in a while. I want to show something I picked up. Dun, dun, dun,
Nice. I used to have that back in the day. Is it expensive now?
No, I got this. It was $10, but I got it for like $8. I was on eBay and I found some Punishers I wanted. And whenever I find something, shipping's like, $6 of them. I'm like, what else they got? So I could combine shipping.
That's what he's doing on Amazon.
And all the ones they had were making offers. So I made an offer. This was 10. I made an offer for 8 and they took it. So I got it.
That'd be fun. I'd buy that old series.
I haven't read it yet. I'm kind of looking forward to why can't I find the camera? Pretty cool.
I used to love that one. I had that. I don't think I still do. I don't know what I did with my Indiana Joneses, but old comics that are based on old movies are the thing that I'm the most interested in right now. Like I had bought up those Logan's Run and some Black Hole.
I saw some Logan's Run on eBay when I was looking around, and they were like $20 for the first issue. I don't know if that's.
Yeah,
I don't know if they're maybe they're trying to cash in or something, but
maybe because I bought like the first 4. They're nothing. The only one that matters.
They seem pricey to me.
There's like issue 7 maybe is the one that has Drax as a backup story. That's the only one that's worth anything.
I didn't know that. So that's kind of neat.
That.
It's weird how these guys dip into, the Marvel universe somehow.
Well, I wanted to play into the Logan's Run because before Star Wars, they had done Logan's Run where it was like a big 5-page adaptation, and then then they carried on the story. But unfortunately, like the first issue that carries on its own story has that Drax story, so it's really expensive. The next issue is continued, and there is no next issue. So,
Oh, I hate when that
like,
happens.
I'd like to see that because that's funny, but it's like you don't get a real sense of closure when it was just like tune in next month, and they just don't have another issue ever.
That's really sad.
But I'd still like to get that. I do. It's so much fun to see comics done, like because I have read a bunch of the Battlestar Galactica ones that Marvel did, and a bunch of the old Star Trek comics that Marvel and DC did. Those are super fun to me. This Star Wars thing has gotten me more in the mindset of wanting to read that. And like I said, Black Hole had like maybe 6 issues.
Yeah, I forgot that they even had one till you mentioned that. I don't
Because
even
it
think
was
I've
like
ever seen
a
it.
Dell or a Gold Key or something. It wasn't like a Marvel or DC one.
Yeah, I don't
But
even know that I've ever seen one in real life.
so they're kind of fun. It's
I
kind
went
of
to
fun
the
to see
comic.
them continue the story beyond the black hole.
I was at the comic shop yesterday, picking up like um I picked up that Star Wars thing, and I was looking, and there's like, I swear there's like 10 or 15 different Star Wars titles out. It feels like
Can't keep track.
a lot of them are probably one shots, or maybe they're all variant covers for things. I don't know, but it's like a whole row of Star Wars stuff. Like, come on, man.
I might enjoy buying the main title, but even that was coming out like twice a month when I was trying to buy it before. It's like, guys, I cannot keep track of this cadence. You put it like, because there were 100 issues of the first series, period, and there were like 100 issues of Volume 1 of the new Marvel, like just off the bat. Like, guys, I can't be buying hundreds of these comics, plus a Darth Vader comic, plus all these other, like, because I had the Kanan comic when they first came out. I was buying up a lot of the original ones, and like I had the Kanan Jarrus spin-off comic, and of course like the Lando miniseries, and there was a Solo miniseries before the movie came out, and I think Leia had her own miniseries and stuff. But after a while, I was like, I just can't keep track of it anymore, guys.
Was any of that 2015 Marvel run good? Because
I
I've
enjoyed
not
the
read
run.
I
I
haven't read
just,
a single one of them.
like I said, I just got tired because they dragged out the period between Star Wars and Empire
Well, that's what they're
for
doing
like
now.
100 issues, and now they're
Oh,
doing
this is between
Empire
Empire and Jedi.
and
You're right.
Jedi. And I would be more interested in reading that. I just got burnt out. I never even finished that last series. And I'm pretty sure I'm right about when I said Archie Goodwin in the comic strip had like a run that was covering prior to The Empire Strikes Back. Well, I won't say that. Like, I'm probably not right. It probably still is between Empire and Jedi, but I just remember there was a storyline where they meet Admiral Akbar, and for some reason I think of that as being taking place before Empire, but I don't think so. I think that still did. So I guess I'm still wrong.
I don't know.
I guess that run is still from Empire to Jedi. It depends on who you ask. There were Legends stuff like Dark Horse comics that introduced Admiral Akbar earlier, like post Star Wars. But now that I've said it out loud, I'm going to retract my statement again. I think
I
that
cannot
comic
keep
strip
up, and it's
probably took
over.
place.
I feel bad for people that want to get into this stuff because it's overwhelming. It's like,
Well,
good
the thing
God.
is this: if you're not worried about canon, you can jump in at any point. Because all
I
you have to
guess
do is
so,
jump
but
in at the point that you find interesting. It's people who are trying to be historians for the canon. It's like when you go to Wikipedia and they have 2 different tabs now because this was the Legends history that is no longer canon, and this is what's considered current canon. And they could bleed over, and we don't know. It's sort of like Bad Batch had a scene that had young Kanan Jarrus in it,
mm-hmm.
but that scene, because it takes place around Order 66, that scene happened as like in the first issue of the Kanan's comic. So it wasn't like it didn't fully contradict those events, but it's the same event being portrayed in both, and they are slightly different. So you do start to see where even in their one cohesive canon, they start to have trouble. So
I couldn't keep up. You know that
well,
the
to me, like I said, if you
2015,
don't care about what's supposed to currently be canon, it's fine. But if you're worried about what's supposed to have ever happened, who even knows anymore?
that 2015 series they did, the number one had like 80 something variant covers.
Yeah, there's a Jackson variant cover. I have
Yeah,
that.
That one
'Cause
was cool
I
looking.
loved that one. I don't normally go for variants, but I did ask about that, and I
There
got
was
hold
one
of a
I've
copy of
seen
that.
that it's like the old poster, but it's painted. I think Alex Ross might have done it or something. It
Oh, I
looks
think I
really
saw that.
neat.
They
I
had
wouldn't mind
one that
having
was
that.
like the original #1 cover done by Alex Ross for somebody. That was very cool.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, but it's all painted looking
Yeah,
instead of yeah. I think that's what I'm
that was
thinking.
really neat. Some of them are made up to look like Kenner, like the Kenner cards for the
Oh, there's
action
a ton of
figures.
those. Yeah,
Those are fun.
that's actually what I picked up yesterday. I got the bounty hunter. What is it? The new series. You know what I'm talking about? The bounty hunter.
The War of the Bounty Hunters.
War of the Bounty Hunters, but it's the action figure variant cover with Boba Fett in black armor. I was like, well, if I'm going to pick one up, I'll pick that one up instead of the normal boring cover.
Aside from the Jackson one, I never did care. I usually would just be whatever cover you got, I'll buy it. I don't care. But the Jackson one I did seek out because I just thought that was funny as a nod to the original.
I feel bad for people that are completists because I mean, can you imagine tracking down?
No,
And a
I
lot of
used
those are
to
rare because they're store variants or they're 1 in 2,000s or whatever.
when I was a casual buyer of comics and I had trouble keeping track of which comics I was even getting, going through the store and be like, I can't remember if I've bought this issue or not because the cover is already different. You're like, I
Yeah.
can open it up and look, but honestly, some of these stories run about the same. Like reading the first few couple pages might not tip it for me.
And even on a lot of these the artsier ones, like a lot of the indies and stuff, the numbers on them are sometimes not even there. They're on the back or something, and sometimes they're just tiny. It's like
really frustrating.
you really have to know what you're. Yeah, it's a complicated world to get into. That's why I recommend all you guys go read these old Marvels because they're fun.
Yeah, they're fun. And
I guess we're doing it for you.
There's
So.
digital editions, and obviously there's trades that you can catch up.
Yeah,
on stuff
don't try to buy all the originals. That's just
I can't follow. I like to buy monthlies, but I can't follow monthlies as they come out now. Like I said, there are either too many monthly editions for series. I was like, I'll just wait till it's collected, or there's so many variants and stuff, you lose track of what you even have.
yeah. You got to be on top of it, man.
I have a spreadsheet.
You got to get a spreadsheet, man.
You gotta get a spreadsheet, old man. Like, so do kids have spreadsheets now? Is that what's cool now? Like,
set up a pull list and just tell them every month put one in here for me.
Well, I did have that, but I used to buy a huge amount of comics, and then after a while, like they started building up, and finally I was just like, just forget the pull list. Just it's too much, and that just made me feel ashamed to never go back to the comic book store at all. So now I just buy my comics online exclusively, but I don't buy new comics.
You can do pull list at Midtown or TFAW. You can do pull list on online stores.
It doesn't matter. I
just wouldn't want to pay shipping
in newer series.
Yeah.
Well, mycomicshop.com is the one that I think is the best, and I think their standard shipping is about $7 now. It went up a little bit, but that's still pretty good, and they pack them up really nice for $7. So if you buy, like to me, if I go in and buy $100 of comics at a time, the $7 shipping makes sense. Oh
yeah, the more you buy, the less intrusive that feels.
Yeah, I'm not doing that right now.
I'm not buying $100 of comics at a time. I'd rather buy a $100 comic.
I used to buy because I would only buy every month or two, so I would go in and buy, and I'm only looking for older comics too. So
well, if you're buying back issues, it's really easy to get that up.
Yeah, especially
I thought you meant
on what you're stocking
buying like 25 new comics.
It's not hard to get up to 100 on new comics, that's for sure.
No, they're like $4 a piece at the cheapest.
Yeah, never mind.
Now we do sound like comics. Now we do sound like old men. Look,
yeah.
60 cents. Well, that was when a comic was a comic.
I remember when I went to the store and I put my comic up and they said it was 75 cents and I said, keep it. What's funny is that exchange didn't happen, but I do remember like an exchange between like a bookstore, like cashier, like, what do you mean 75 cents? It's like, so 75 cents, sir. Like, what?
Like, hold on, let me get some water.
And I do remember when G.I. Joe went to like $1 an issue, and it's like, forget it. G.I. Joe's not worth it. After issue 50, it's all been downhill anyway. New Cobra Commander, whatever.
I liked some of those issues.
Post issue 50.
Yeah, there was some good stuff in the '60s. I thought they did
Maybe.
some
I
neat.
wouldn't know. I
Yeah,
wouldn't know.
they got back to some.
When they became their own government or some crazy
No,
nonsense.
I mean, there's all that stuff, but there's also a lot of issues that are just. I remember this one. This is way off topic. I'm sorry, guys, but there's one storyline where Stalker and some other Joes went on this mission in Barovia or some crap, and they got captured and put into like this camp, and they had to escape. And one of the Joes got out, and he was having to like fight his way across country to get out to let the Joes know what went down. There's some. I like that kind of part of GI Joe when they do more actual military, behind enemy lines kind of stuff, and not so much the
That's one thing.
Serpentor stuff.
Up to by the time you get to issue 50, and that was right after the Serpentor storyline, I think, like led up to issue 50. But by the time you were done with that, I was like, there wasn't anything left. Serpentor was cool. I liked that storyline, but after that, and they didn't do like the cartoon where they had the Cobra Law and all that kind of nonsense. I don't think. But
no, you're missing out on some good stuff. There was some good stuff in there.
I don't know. They made trades of those. Maybe one day.
Yeah, just.
I have a feeling I might revisit those and not care. like
well,
you
that's
might try
fine
to reread
too.
those and not like them anymore. That is also fine, but
you know what I think is underappreciated was the special mission series. But again, that's because I like
special missions.
I like those like military kind of missions. When they weren't fighting Cobra necessarily, they had to take down some terrorist somewhere.
I never liked the artists that were involved, especially like Herb Trimp they used to get on some of those offshoot series. Like I remember when they did GI Joe meets the Transformers, and I thought this is going to be awesome. And they had Herb Trimp, who's not a bad artist, but I just did not like his art on that. And the
didn't
whole
he
thing
do
felt
the old
owned
Joes? I thought he did like issue 1 and some of those old ones. Am I wrong?
Maybe he did some of the earlier ones, but that was not his best work.
No, that was a stupid thing. I maybe I'll read it now and appreciate it, but when I was a kid, I thought that was stupid. Like Transformers.
I thought it'd be a fun idea. I didn't like it.
No, it doesn't make any sense. Being a ninja does not work against Megatron. Sorry, dude. Sorry, quick kick. Put a shirt on.
You're outgunned, shipwreck.
Yeah, I don't think a parrot's going to do much good.
Yeah. Your mother hang out at dockside bars.
He was a sailor. You know how it is. All right, man. I think we've killed this horse.
We've worn out our welcome once again. So that's fun.
That's our goal.
Enjoy. Hopefully you are already subscribed to the Marvel Age Star Wars channel here on YouTube. If not, then please do that.
You know what to do.
Click on like and click on the bell, and it tells you when we have new videos or something.
Yeah,
or whatever.
Send up.
Check out TV Ate My Dinner, which is also on this channel, and check out tvatemydinner.com, which is a jumping off point for all of our content. And you can also follow TV Ate My Dinner on Facebook and Twitter.
Yeah, try watching some of the other videos, that Sean's been posting, and maybe
check out some of the stuff.
Maybe you'll like them. We can tell that not everyone watching this video is checking those out, and I understand if you watch it, you don't like it. That's cool, but check it out. Yeah.
That's right. Well, maybe they're waiting for us to do a Star Wars thing. Like, well, I just don't care about Godzilla. I'm a specialized interest. I like
I'm here for the Marvel comics, man.
Yeah,
I ain't got time for Tenet.
I can't whatever else you're talking about. Falcon and Winter Soldier, 2 different episodes. Like,
is that a vintage Marvel Star Wars comic? Yeah. I don't think so. No. Okay, guys.
All right.
Well, we will see you soon for issue 24, which is sounding like it's going to be a cool one. So I'm excited.
Drifting. I loved this. Was something that actually got me excited, and I had this issue when I was a kid, and I think the copy I have is still the copy I had when I was a kid. This is an awesome.
Well, bring it out next time, and we can show it off.
Yeah, and it's topical because like the actual Obi-Wan prequel is now coming.
Mm-hmm.
Coming up.
It's not a prequel. It's like a sequel to the prequels, right?
Yeah, we've done like a bunch of Obi-Wan prequels, but this is the only solo Obi-Wan prequel, so it's closer to it.
So yeah, it'll be interesting to see. So
that'll be fun. We might come back to that issue again once that show comes out and do a comparison.
Yeah, it'd be really neat if they lifted some elements out of it. I doubt they will.
Yeah,
But you,
probably
you
not.
never know.
But I enjoy it. So
They got
whatever.
Valence.
Yeah. Never
Hmm.
can tell. We'll
I
probably
never
see
would have
Valence and
pictured him being
Mandalorian.
the standout star of the original series.
Yeah, he's the one. Yeah, and still no Hoojibs.
Or
I don't know who's making the
Lumaya.
decisions.
I don't know if that's how you pronounce it.
Oh,
That's
the
how I.
Maya. Yeah, that is cool because she came back in some of the books and stuff too in Legends. So she's got a
She
long
was, to
history
me,
in
she
Legends.
would look cool on TV with those like
Yeah.
laser lightning whips or whatever they were. That would be
If
badass.
you're gonna try to do something more with young Luke, I would definitely have him trying to hook up with Lumaya or whatever it is happens in those comics.
All right. Well, we'll get to those. In the meantime, we'll see you soon for episode issue 24. Until then, my name is Brooks,
I'm Sean.
and may the 4th be with you. Today's actually the 5th. I missed our
Yeah,
chance.
this
We
is the
should have done
Revenge
it.
of the Fifth. Actually, today's the 6th, so
Oh, you're right. I'm so.
it's not anyone.
It's not even Cinco de Mayo
And
anymore.
that's not even. Yeah, it's not even. And there won't be any of those things when the video comes out. So
Okay. Well, bye. Where do I stop? Where do I stop? Where do I stop recording?
Snoop. Snoop.